is good, guys? It's your boy LDAWB coming at you with a new video and an overview of a 3D sculpt of Cloud, or an alternative version of Cloud that I recently posted on Instagram. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. And this was pretty much the first time that I've actually sculpted Cloud in 3D. Before, I actually used a model for this same character before in a collab between me and LDAWB. Shouts out to LDAWB, who was the one behind the Keyblade design. So I just decided, you know what, I'll make a 3D sculpt of this and just kind of go ham on it and just see what happens. And by the way, here is my setup. I know it's a little podunk. Don't laugh at me. I know some of y'all thinking, man, this man is just trying to put things up. I am really trying. Shouts out to you guys. But anyway, going back to this, the sculpt, I wanted to do a proper sculpt, and most of this was done in C4D. Now, as far as the actual implementation of putting the 3D, as far as the materials and the lighting and everything, all of that was done in Blender. So, and I want you guys to know also, shouts out to my Patreon, by the way, you guys are amazing. Shouts out to you guys. This file is free for those who are in my Patreon. So, yeah, that's the pretty much what I wanted to kind of say. And this file, along with a Megasaur file that I did earlier this month, is all free. So you guys can have access to this file if you are a Patreon of mine. Have fun tinkering around, playing around with all this. This was a labor of love. But anyway, it's free. Anyway, let's get down to it and get into the actual process of this. Now, like I said before, most of this was done in C4D, but bringing it into Blender, we're just now adding the materials, making sure the lighting is there. And what I did just now was I switched to another viewport to kind of see the materials preview, to see what the materials look like. I allocated all the materials to where they belong. Skin, the black outfit, the coat, the browns, and the hair, of which I want to talk about specifically because the hair was very, very intense. By the way, that Cloud picture right there, I used Cloud and Zach are both a product of this model. So just a little bit of an Easter egg, but the hair was done basically in C4D, and how I kind of went about it was implementing what is called the Loft Technique. It's not really the spline technique, it's called the Loft Technique. And what it is that it uses the profile that you create, or the shape that you create, and the more that you duplicate that shape, either in a XYZ axis, it will extrude. It's kind of like extruding, but as you close, like for example, if you have a triangle and you want the triangle to be shorter in one end from the other, as you gradually go to the end of the extrusion, your triangle is smaller. So anyway, I don't know if that made sense, but you're able to control the direction of that hair. And I wanted to do it this way because doing it the spline way was just more, I don't know, it was just more guys one day. But I went ahead and made like 3 strands, and I just duplicated it and basically made the hair as it's shown here. And the hair took a long time. It really took a long time. But I implemented that same loft idea to the coat. I went ahead and did the same thing with the scarf. The pants was done also in loft. You know, everyone has a unique idea or a unique technique to kind of go about their process, and obviously the loft technique is very time extensive, but it kind of works for me in a way. So I just like it because you just basically have crease control. You actually have the ability to have it already sharp and defined. You don't have to like subdivide it or anything like that. But anyway, that's me. So yeah, I use that technique for also the black gloves, the sleeves on Cloud's arms and on the gloves. I went a little crazy with the metallic, obviously thanks to my girlfriend who suggested that most of these things be metallic and kind of shiny. So it worked out in the end. But yeah, the hands, I will say this, the hands were basically reused assets that I've been using for years. Like that picture back there, most of the 3D pictures I've done has the same hand. So to go back to what I was saying way before, if you build it once, you don't have to build it again. So this was fun. This whole process was fun. Most of these other things too, I did in C4D. None of this, by the way, was UV wrapped. All of this was done as geometry, as shapes, and some topology as well. So this file isn't exactly the smallest file in the world, but there was some topology as well. And yeah, the eyelash, the eyebrows, the pupils, all geometry. Crazy, isn't it? But anyway, that's it, guys. And remember, I have this file for free for my Patreons. Shouts out to you guys again. Shouts out to Rukanetsu also for the music. Shouts out to all of the new subscribers. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that jazz. But this is free as well. Support me on Patreon if you guys can. I'd really appreciate it. You know, this is a kind of a new thing for me to kind of just put all of my work on display. So it would really help if you guys would just support, like, subscribe, be a Patreon, do what you can. I'm literally putting hours and hours and hours on this and just making these files available for you guys. But yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys also for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And that's really it. And don't forget, guys, when you have this available, or once you have this downloaded, remember it starts off with the outline viewport. So just remember to switch it to either materials viewport on the top left or the top right. I can't even speak. And make sure that you put it on the last one to see the rendered file. So all that said, I appreciate you guys, and that's it. Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you guys for watching. And Cloud is one of my favorite characters to make, and this was a labor of love. This isn't the greatest model, but I'm happy with it. I tried to make a toy figure vibe with it, and I think I achieved it. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.